Are you struggling to maintain focus and productivity throughout your day? Do you often find yourself rushing through your mornings, feeling unprepared for the day ahead? If so, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, many of us feel overwhelmed before we've even had our first cup of coffee. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, deadlines, and the pressure to perform. But is it the right way to start a day? The ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus understood that a well-structured morning routine could set the tone for a purposeful and productive day. They knew that to conquer the external world, one must first conquer the internal. In this video, we'll explore 8 Stoic morning routines that can dramatically boost your productivity and overall well-being. These practices, rooted in ancient wisdom, are surprisingly relevant and applicable to our modern lives. The concept of a Stoic morning isn't about punishing yourself with a grueling routine. Rather, it's about intentionally creating a space for reflection, preparation, and self-improvement before the demands of the day take over. By incorporating these Stoic practices into your morning, you'll cultivate resilience, clarity, and purpose that will carry you through even the most challenging days. 1. Rise with the sun. Early awakening. The day has already begun to lessen. It has shrunk considerably, but yet will still allow a goodly space of time if one rises, so to speak, with the day itself. Seneca. The Stoics believed in aligning themselves with the natural rhythms of the world. Rising early, preferably with the sun, was a common practice among Stoic philosophers. During this time, the world is quiet, the air is crisp, and you have a moment of peace before the hustle and bustle of the day begins. This is the gift of early rising. Early rising isn't about torturing yourself with less sleep. It's about creating space for yourself before the demands of the world creep in. It's about taking control of your day from the very first moment. Marcus Aurelius used to wake up before the sun rose. He used these early hours for reflection and preparation, setting a tone of discipline and purpose for the day ahead. Here is how you can practice waking up early. Set your alarm 30 minutes earlier than usual. As soon as you wake, resist the urge to check your phone or hit snooze. Instead, take a deep breath and remind yourself of the opportunity this early start presents. Remember, the goal isn't to fill this time with more work, but to create a space for the important practices that follow. By rising with the sun, you're not just starting your day earlier, you're claiming the day as your own. 2. Morning meditation. Marcus Aurelius says, "When I first rise in the morning, I tell myself, I will encounter busybodies, ingrates, egomaniacs, liars, the jealous and cranks. They are all stricken with these afflictions because they don't know the difference between good and evil." After rising, the next crucial step in a Stoic morning routine is meditation. But this isn't about emptying your mind or chanting mantras. Stoic meditation is a practical exercise in mental preparation and ethical reflection. Sit quietly, perhaps by a window, as the first light of day filters in. You're not trying to achieve a state of blissful emptiness, but rather engaging in a focused contemplation of the day ahead. The purpose of this meditation is twofold. First, it's about mental preparation. By visualizing the challenges you might face, you're armoring yourself against potential frustrations or setbacks. You're reminding yourself that people might be difficult, tasks might be challenging, but you have the power to respond with reason and virtue. Second, it's a moment to reaffirm your ethical principles. What kind of person do you want to be today? How will you embody virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control? Here is how you can practice mindful meditation. Find a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Visualize your day ahead, anticipating potential challenges. Remind yourself of your core values and how you'll apply them today. End with a positive affirmation about your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This practice might take 5 to 10 minutes, but these 5 minutes set a powerful tone for the day. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By starting your day with this mental preparation, you're priming yourself to react with wisdom and equanimity to whatever the day might bring. 3. Gratitude journaling. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Epictetus. After meditation, the Stoics often engaged in a practice we might recognize as gratitude journaling. This isn't about writing lengthy prose, but rather a focused exercise in appreciating what we have. Sit at your desk, a blank page before you. The world is still quiet, and you have this moment to reflect on the abundance in your life. This practice isn't about ignoring life's challenges, but about consciously shifting your focus to the positive aspects of your existence. The Stoics understood that our perception shapes our reality. By consciously practicing gratitude, we train our minds to focus on the good, building resilience against life's inevitable setbacks. Here is how you can practice it. Take out a journal or a piece of paper. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big, like good health, loving family, or small things like a warm cup of coffee, a comfortable bed. For each item, write a sentence about why you're grateful for it. As you write, really feel the gratitude. Let it fill you with a sense of abundance and joy. Seneca, in his letters, often reflected on the importance of appreciating what we have. He who does not regard what he has as most ample wealth is unhappy, though he be master of the world. This simple practice, which might take only 5 minutes, can dramatically shift your mindset. By starting your day with gratitude, you're priming yourself to notice and appreciate the good throughout your day, boosting both your mood and your resilience. 4. Physical exercise. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. Socrates. The Stoics understood that a sound mind requires a sound body, and morning exercise was a common practice among them. Step outside, feel the cool morning air against your skin. Your body, stiff from sleep, begins to awaken as you start to move. Physical exercise kickstarts your metabolism, boosts your energy levels, and releases endorphins that elevate your mood. Moreover, it's a tangible way to practice discipline and self-control first thing in the morning. Here is how you can practice it. Choose a form of exercise you enjoy. It could be a brisk walk, yoga, bodyweight exercises, or a full gym workout. Start small if you're new to morning exercise. Even 10-15 minutes can make a big difference. Focus on your breath and the sensations in your body as you move. As you exercise, remind yourself that you're not just training your body, but your will. Musonius Rufus emphasized the importance of physical training. We should not neglect our body's exercise, nor indulge it, but practice moderation. Remember, the goal here isn't to exhaust yourself, but to invigorate your body and mind for the day ahead. By incorporating physical exercise into your morning routine, you're not just improving your health, you're practicing the Stoic virtue of self-discipline. 5. Cold water therapy. If you would harden a body, expose it to cold. If you would temper a soul to hardship, expose it to shame. Seneca. While Seneca was speaking metaphorically here, the Stoics did indeed practice physical hardening, including exposure to cold. In our modern context, this can take the form of a cold shower or splash of cold water on your face. Starting your day with a cold shower, feeling the shock of the water against your skin could be extremely beneficial. Your breath catches, your heart races, and for a moment, everything else fades away. This practice isn't about punishing yourself, but about building resilience and practicing self-control. The shock of cold water triggers a host of physiological responses. It increases alertness, boosts circulation, and even stimulates the release of endorphins. But more importantly, it's a practical exercise in voluntarily facing discomfort. Start small. Begin with a normal shower and end with 30 seconds of cold water. As you're under the cold water, focus on your breath. Breathe deeply and steadily. Remind yourself that this discomfort is temporary and that you're choosing to embrace it. Gradually increase the duration of cold exposure over time. If a full cold shower seems daunting, you can start by simply splashing cold water on your face in the morning. The principle remains the same, voluntarily embracing a small discomfort to build resilience. Epictetus advised, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." By facing the challenge of cold water in the morning, you're training yourself to face larger challenges throughout your day with equanimity. 6. Mindful breakfast. No man can live happily who regards himself alone, who turns everything to his own advantage. You must live for others if you wish to live for yourself. Seneca. While the Stoics didn't specifically talk about breakfast, they did emphasize the importance of mindfulness and moderation in all things, including eating. A mindful breakfast can be a powerful addition to your Stoic morning routine. Sit down to your morning meal. Instead of rushing through it while scrolling on your phone, you take the time to truly experience your food. You notice the colors, the smells, the textures. You eat slowly, savoring each bite. Mindful eating isn't just about enjoying your food more. It's about practicing presence, gratitude, and self-control. It's a moment to nourish your body mindfully, preparing it for the day ahead. Prepare a nutritious breakfast. Remember, you're fueling your body for the day ahead. Sit down to eat without distractions. No phone, no TV, no reading. Before you begin, take a moment to appreciate the food before you. Where did it come from? How many people were involved in bringing it to your table? Eat slowly, paying attention to the flavors and textures of your food. As you eat, consider how this meal will nourish and strengthen you for the day ahead. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the interconnectedness of all things. Your breakfast is an opportunity to practice this perspective, recognizing the vast network of people and processes that brought this food to your table. By eating mindfully, you're not just nourishing your body, you're practicing presence, gratitude, and moderation, all key Stoic virtues. 7. Daily planning and goal setting. Our plans miscarry because they have no aim. When a man does not know what harbor he is making for, no wind is the right wind. Seneca. After nourishing your body, it's time to plan your day. The Stoics understood the importance of purposeful action, and daily planning is a practical application of this principle. Once done with breakfast, keep a blank page before you. The day stretches ahead, full of potential. This is your opportunity to shape that potential, to give your day direction and purpose. Without a plan, we often find ourselves reactive, bouncing from one task to another, without a sense of priority or purpose. By taking the time to plan, we become proactive, directing our energy towards what truly matters. Write down your top 3 priorities for the day. What must get done? List any other tasks or appointments you have. Next to each item, write why it's important. How does it align with your values and long-term goals? Identify potential obstacles and plan how you'll overcome them. End with a positive affirmation about your ability to tackle the day ahead. Epictetus advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This planning session is your opportunity to decide what you will be today and what you need to do to embody that. Remember, the goal isn't to plan every minute of your day, but to give yourself direction and purpose. As Marcus Aurelius said, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. 8. Reading or studying Stoic texts. Don't just say you have read books. Show that through them you have learned to think better, to be a more discriminating and reflective person. Books are the training weights of the mind. Epictetus. The final component of our Stoic morning routine is dedicated to learning and growth. The Stoics were lifelong learners, constantly seeking to improve themselves through study and reflection. The world is beginning to wake up, but you have this moment of tranquility to feed your mind and soul. Regular study of philosophical texts keeps us grounded in our principles. It reminds us of the wisdom we aspire to and gives us fuel for reflection throughout our day. Choose a Stoic text. This could be Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, Letters from a Stoic by Seneca, or the Enchiridion by Epictetus. Read a small section, perhaps a single page or even just a paragraph. Reflect on what you've read. How can you apply this wisdom to your life today? Write down one key takeaway or intention based on your reading. Seneca advised, we should hunt out the helpful pieces of teaching and the spirited and noble-minded sayings which are capable of immediate practical application. This morning reading isn't about academic study, but about finding practical wisdom for your day. By dedicating even just 10 minutes to this practice, you're arming yourself with wisdom and perspective that will serve you throughout your day. These 8 Stoic morning routines must: rising early, meditation, gratitude journaling, exercise, cold water therapy, mindful breakfast, planning and studying Stoic texts. form a powerful framework for starting your day with purpose and clarity. Remember, the goal isn't to perfectly execute all of these every single day. Start small, perhaps with just 1 or 2 practices, and build from there. The key is consistency and intention. As you incorporate these routines into your mornings, you may find that your days become more productive, your mind more resilient, and your life more aligned with your values. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. By starting your day with these Stoic practices, you're honoring that privilege and setting yourself up for a day of purpose and productivity. Thank you for joining us today on this exploration of Stoic morning routines. If you found value in these teachings, please give this video a like and consider sharing it with others who might benefit. For more Stoic wisdom and practical philosophy, subscribe to our channel where we post new discussions weekly. Until next time, may your mornings be filled with purpose and your days with wisdom.